YouTube, what's the deal? It's your girl Jahira, and I am back. I'm coming in here, I guess, with a little bit of random, but I think that this is going to kickstart a new series on the channel, and there's a couple of those coming out, so I might as well talk about them both. I probably should have gotten a little more organized before I press play on this camera, but nonetheless, we're gonna get through it. So, it's a commonly known fact that you trying to make your own decisions about your life when you know that there is a greater plan in store for you is rather silly. So I had, made that video, Destination Single. I have talked about the fact that I am single, have been single. I've walked you through a couple of my dating scenarios. And now I'm coming at y'all with a question, with a big question. I am going to call this series Dating Dilemmas. Yeah, that was real off the cuff. But yeah, so Dating Dilemmas, and this will be number 1. Now, this isn't going to be a long video. Let me just put that out there now. But I have a question. I'll give you the scenario first. I met this guy through a friend of mine, and he lives in New York, and I'm still in Kentucky. But nonetheless, he and I, okay, from jump, he was interested. He was just very whatever, damn, you look good, you are so beautiful, etc., 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 which is cool, which is fine. I can handle that. And I was appreciative of it, but I was very thank you. I was just real cordial about the situation. So, yeah, Siggy. Station break for Siggy. Okay. So, from that day, which is about, I want to say, a week and a half, maybe, it's really closer to a week ago. Maybe a little over that, but not much. 10 days. We'll be fair and say 10 days. Anyway, he and I have been talking every single day since we first met. I initially wanted nothing more than friendship with him. It was very, you know what I'm saying? I was very rigid about that. And plus, you know what I'm saying? When you're in my unique situation, there's stuff that kind of goes along with me in terms of dating, in terms of I have to, you know what I'm saying? There's certain revelatory stuff that needs to occur, etc. So I was just very adamant that, we can be friends. But when I tell y'all, and I shit y'all not, he would call me no less than 4 times a day. 4 times. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, boo. What's going on, mommy? How are you? When they find out that you're Latina, it's always mommy. Anyway. And so I'm not going to lie. It kind of started to get in my head, but I was still very rigid about, we here and we can be cool, and that's what it's going to be, because you know what I'm saying? I'm just not in that headspace right now. So, it was only so many times that I could, you know what I'm saying, have that sort of back up conversation with him before it finally came down to, okay, I'm just going to tell you absolutely everything that you will ever need to know about me, and we're going to leave it at that. So I told him everything he needed to know about me, and he was cool. He was fine. It turned, he was okay. He was still very open and willing to pursue something, whatever that something might be, but definitely something on the scale of romantic. Not just sexual, mind you, romantic. Because if it was just sexual, it would have been really easy to write him off. Because ain't nobody, child, I'm not sticking my feet up to Jesus for just anybody these days at all. Anyway. So, God is my... Okay. I almost gave y'all a Girls Gone Wild moment. Anyway, so here's the dilemma. Now, ladies, etc. When it comes down to a guy with kids, some women feel very convicted about, it's not something they're willing to do. And some women are more, open minded when it comes to the idea of dating a man with a child. But what about dating a man with a child on the way? Because that's the scenario here, people. Yeah. So, he has a child that's going to be coming into this world. And the way it was explained to me is essentially it was not a planned pregnancy. And it didn't really come out as a result of a relationship, but he is going to step up to the plate and be a man, be a father to this baby, which I find incredibly admirable. Like, especially in this day and age, that don't come along that often. Shit, my own daddy could take a damn lesson. But anyway, so where are we at with that, y'all? Like, is it? I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted about it. I'm really conflicted about it. On the one hand, it's like he's doing what he needs to do, and it's not as though my presence or absence in his life is going to have some kind of effect on whether or not he ends up being with the mother of this child, because he's made it abundantly clear that's not what the plan is. So regardless of what role I may or may not play in his life, that is not going to pan out. But on the other hand, it's just like, oh God, but if it was me and it was my unborn child, you know what I mean? There's like ethical issues here. So I would love to hear what y'all have to say. And I am coming back tomorrow. Hold me to that, y'all. I'm coming back tomorrow to unveil to you the new series, which will begin on Monday. Probably Tuesday morning, but definitely along the lines of Monday. I'm going to be doing a new television review for y'all. So be looking out for that mañana. And until then, I will see y'all very, very soon. And as always, one love. Help.